Welcome, Pisces. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot getting ready to do your full moon in Sagittarius reading. This is a very loaded and packed opportunity for us to express what we've learned through action. So I am also doing personal readings, and the information for that is in the description box below. It's important to know that these readings are general. I'm not responding to a specific question, and that makes the reading necessarily broader and less specific. I can't anticipate, I can only feel the questions or the conditions of those of you that I'm tapped into. A personal reading, on the other hand, is very different because it is responding to a question you framed. Again, if you're asking for a personal reading, it's really important that you have a set of concerns, a concern, or a context for the concerns that you communicate to me. That makes such a difference, and I can tell you that the quality of readings I do when the querent or you are very clear about the context of your concerns, where you're at, than those that just seek a general reading without any specific direction. It's hard for me to pick up on the energies that you're putting out. Having said all that, I am giving away free readings on or about the 1st of the month, and I am taking the winners of those, as I have been, from the comments and the donations section. So thank you for all the support that you give to me, particularly for your presence here now. So let's get started, Pisces, with your overall energy. The Warrior of Wands. This is the Knight of Wands. This is the energy very consistent with this new moon energy full moon energy that occurs on about the 21st. My calendar says the 23rd, but never mind. It is almost exactly consistent with the summer solstice, and that is probably on the 21st of the month. So this is very much exemplifying the desire for action, the inspired action you're taking from the quests that you've made and the discoveries you've made from the exploration of your own heart, your own desires, the things that you want to learn about, the areas you want to grow and expand in. In the 10th house, the house of your social identity, we have the Four of Cups. And this is an interesting point in your own development because you have learned to manifest things that you desire. This is an amazing accomplishment. This is the way in which you have established this really clear and firm emotional and cultural foundation for yourself, moving towards things that support you, that appreciate you, that value you. And in that way, you may be mixing or attempting to match the wishes that are being fulfilled and those things, an evaluation of where you are now, as if to consider whether the things that you have always wanted, always been questing after, are actually a match for you at this moment. The beautiful thing about this card is that you can manifest, indeed, the match that you would prefer, that you now see is more in alignment with your current growth and the path of your pursuit. In the first house, the Lady of Jades is describing you as grounded. This is the Queen of Pentacles. You're grounded in your ability to make practical choices to amplify the abundance that you're capable of receiving. You're a mistress at building the harvest larger and in practical ways that are consistent with the flow of the energies of the seasons, of your relationships, of the needs of your committed organization, wherever you're putting energy into growing, you're focused on its stability, its long-term growth, its value to others. In the fourth house, the house of your soul, your home, your history, the Five of Staffs is showing me a picture of you working with others. It may be as part of a struggle. It may be part of a conflict. It may be part of, ideally, your commitment to learn and solve a problem together, to learn to grow something together. This card has a more favorable energy as being a friendly competition, that up and down, very challenging process that you make richer by inviting the opportunity for everyone to participate in contributing something to the solution. This is really actually a very advanced, I would say, new way of working collectively overall. This is the demolition of hierarchies, working in a way that no matter what your position is, you have an equal stake in the solution and growth of what you are creating. In the seventh house, the house of your significant others, the Nine of Jades is indicating that you are content and happy in your economic, your practical independence. You are cultivating your own garden, understanding that that is key to the success, to the equity in all your relationships. That your deepest connections rely upon your own sense of integrity as an individual. That's what you bring to the table, and that's what you attract in relationships, is others who are like-minded, share your goals, are similarly motivated to be independently creative, to build their security, their stability, their abundance in a way that works for them and allows you and them to invest back into the relationship or the thing that you're creating without compromising your own stability. This is powerful. If this reading is resonating for you, Pisces, please like this video, share with others, comment below, and I've pulled the Worry card from Soul's Journey. I'm learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. I can sense that in your relationships with others here. And there's also a great stability in terms of your goals. You know what you want, and you know how to create the foundation for healthy growth. But there's a lot of back and forth among the people that you're working with. And as someone who carries a particular, I would say, spiritual or ethical load in the relationship, in other words, I see you as someone who shows the way through your actions. It can increase your anxiety. However, from the Hummingbird Oracle, I pulled Synergy. Your heart and your dreams blossom through fulfilling symbiotic relationships. Lovely. No need to worry. In the first house, the Lady of Jades is clarified by the Emperor in the second house and the Four of Swords in the third house. So you are in this place of deep, deep gratitude, as well as a way that you have of pulling back your resources, your sense of control in various areas of your life to those things that you can control, being yourself. You're really understanding that your success, your ability to manifest, is relying on your vast experience in whatever it is that you do in the community, in the world, with other people. But it's also dependent on your ability to strategize, and that is in taking responsibility for your experience. That means responding in a way that leverages what is best for you, what you know about you, strategizing your moves, working with others in a way that allows you to lead them into a collaboration in which there are no leaders. So that may sound like a contradiction, but it's actually based on the individual strengths that your team, your colleagues, your co-workers, your family members bring to the table, and you bring the quality, the ability to bring people together and to work for a common purpose. This is part of your skill because it's part of what you do internally when you're pursuing a goal. This is coming out of this deep sense of a spiritual foundation that you have laid for yourself through your gratitude. This gratitude comes out as a time, at an ideal time, seasonally in the Northern Hemisphere. It's also comes at a time when you are really deeply understanding the gifts of the challenges and the obstacles you've overcome. So you're now understanding that these things happened as a way of supporting you to become the fuller person you potentially can be. This is a part of understanding that these challenges have given you the opportunity to be this whole powerful person in command of themselves. In the fourth house, the Five of Staffs is clarified by the Three of Wands in the fifth house and the Ten of Coins in the sixth house. You're definitely building something. I see that activity here. You're putting yourself together, you're networking, you're connecting with others, with other ideas, finding out informations to present your skills, talents, and abilities along with others to a less familiar audience. You're looking to expand your markets, expand your clients, expand the student body or your customers, whoever is the recipient of your services, products, or gifts. This is all a part of a greater legacy that you are activating, and this kind of goes back to the sense that you are initiating, you are in an initiation. Some of you I'm speaking to are initiates. And when I say initiates, it depending on your spiritual practice, it is more an overall general acknowledgement that you are following a spiritual path, an explicit spiritual path that need not be affiliated with a religion or an organization. But you are on a conscious spiritual path to grow, to raise your consciousness to a level that improves, supports the development, the evolution of humankind. And towards that end, you are giving back in a way that is critical and that acknowledges that you have benefited from the efforts of others who have come before you. The Nine of Jades or Pentacles in the seventh house is clarified by the Four of Wands in the eighth house and the Knight of Swords in the ninth house. So you have 3 fours on the table. That is very powerful. That's significant. When you think of, well, I think of the pyramids when I think of 3s and 4s. So 3 fours is not only the shape of the pyramid, but it's also the astrological sign. So this is really a kind of all-sided establishment foundation that you are creating for yourself as you move forward. As you have developed your independence in all material aspects of your life, you are aware that that has made you that has attracted others like you. And in that way, you may be developing a partnership, you may be committing to a business or a union, whatever you are laying down as the commitment to growth in your life through your relationships is something that you are celebrating. It's something you are excited about. And again, this may not be a marriage in the way that we traditionally think about it, certainly in Western culture, but it is about a union, a coming together of like-minded individuals to achieve a purpose, to celebrate the measures of growth along that path. So this is why this card is often thought about as marriage. It's a portal, but this can be a bringing together, a building of a foundation for any similar purpose. The Knight of Swords in your ninth house is indicating your desire to go, to learn about new ideas, to open up to ways to achieve this expansion that you are seeking right now. You are able to detach yourself from your feelings. This is an important an ability that you have because you can be quite overwhelmed by the feelings, the mood, the energies of people and objects around you. So in this pursuit to grow, you are clearly moving towards some mentorship, some leadership, some direction around new ideas and new ways to do things, new ways to think about whatever your services or products or efforts are about. Four of Cups in the 10th house is clarified by the Eight of Coins in the 11th house and the Three of Cups in the 12th house. It's interesting because I see the area of a real impact for this full moon in Sagittarius is in your 10th house, the house of your professional experience, your community, your world, your job at a professional level, the way others perceive you in the world. And I see you acknowledging this tremendous transition that you're in right now, but also you're understanding that the degree to which you can improve upon your own skills, your own knowledge, your abilities is what is improving not only the services, the products, or the effort that you're making in a professional way, but it also it creates and improves upon the awareness of the world. This is the way in which we impact on the collective conscious through our own understanding, the elevation of our own consciousness. So there is a way that we are making an improvement, being the change. And this is important because you're also aware that you want to be prepared for any opportunities that come your way. You want to be as prepared as you can be to be able to take advantage of those opportunities, to maximize the abundant potential. The Three of Cups in the 12th house is really wrapping up the celebration of your support. You have a tremendous amount of support around you. You have loving support. It may be among not simply your friends, your intimates, family members, if those are part of the circle of support. For many of you, that may include your ancestors, spirit guides, allies in other realms. It can also include teachers, mentors, people that you can share in a safe way what you're going through, the range of your experiences and the feelings that they engender. This is a learning tool. This is part of the way that you learn. It's important that we have someone we can talk to about our most challenging experiences, either positively or negatively, and everything in between. And this is a cause for celebration for you. This is a part of your life that you intuitively acknowledge at all times. I'm going to finish this reading, Pisces, with a yogic path oracle. And I truly hope that this reading is benefiting you, is helping you. I appreciate your thoughts. If you're inclined to comment below, only if you feel that you can. Pratyahara is the card that I pulled, and give me a minute to look that up. And control of the senses. I like this. Recently, you've let go of some distractions in your life and everything has upgraded since. You've realized that holding on to things, foods, stimulants, or people only keeps you anchored to the physical world. Truth lies in letting go of all that is not you. The daily coffee, piece of chocolate, social media addiction, or need to buy. Those were once such a part of your identity, but have now diminished. This is the time to go deeper into Pratyahara and let go of any attachments, even those that are less obvious. Continue to meditate, which draws you immediately into Pratyahara and illuminates what it is you are holding on to. It is only from here that you can listen to the truth within and act accordingly. Thank you so much, Pisces, for this reading. Until next time, Namaste.